Welcome back, you guys, to another library book haul. You guys, do you like it when I sing? I don't know. I know I'm a little crazy. Anyway, I have so many books to share with you guys today, and I'm super excited. So for the theme of this book, because you guys kind of can tell that I usually have like a theme going on, this book haul theme is about gardening and worms, and I can't wait to share with you. And I also want to share a couple other like homeschool resources in this as well that we did. So some of these were suggested from the Year of Tales, which I do plan on doing an update really soon if I haven't already put that video out. Some of these I got strictly because they were in the Year of Tales, and then some of these I had checked out because I had purchased, like, I don't even know, and I'm not sure when this video is going to come out, but a while back I purchased I think it was a back to school bundle, and it had a ton of stuff in it, you guys, from so many people that I follow. I really purchased it because I really wanted to do this curriculum, Me on the Map, and when I saw that hers was in this bundle, I was like, I'm buying this straight up because it's $25, and her little Me on the Map curriculum alone is $22. And excuse the lighting, what's going on here, there we go. And then another reason I wanted to purchase it is because there was this huge giant human body like printable, and I knew Isaac would love it. So those were the main two reasons. But as I was going through this bundle, you guys, I was so excited to find so many great things. So when I talk about the worm stuff, I'm also going to show you other things that I pulled in from that bundle, but I'm pretty sure you could find them and purchase it through their Etsy shop. You can't get the bundle anymore, at least I don't think so. You might be able to, and it's just up, the price is up, or I don't know, but I will try to link, if I can remember, to link the stuff that I shared with this little worm thing, because we had so much fun with the worm stuff. Okay, you guys, my kids love anything to do with dirt and anything like that. So let's just jump right into this here, and I'm gonna stop talking, sorry for that. So the first one I have is A Seed is Sleepy. This book is just absolutely beautiful. The photos in this are beautiful, and it's just like almost told in like a poetry, or it is told in poetry form, I guess. And it just kind of tells you about the seeds, different types of, different types of seeds, and what they grow into, what's inside a seed. So that is just a little bit of that one. Okay, so this next one, I probably should have shared this first because this is a board book, but you can get this not in board book too. But I got this one mostly for my littler one, and this is Eric Carle, the Tiny Seed, and I had gotten this before for my kids, and they love this. This is the cutest little book, and it just pretty much talks about this little seed and how it travels with all the other seeds and what it goes through. From some of the seeds dying because they drop to the ground while they're in the air, or some of them burning because they're too close to the sun, some of them getting stuck on mountains, in the desert, in the snow, all sorts of stuff, being stepped on by humans, and how this little tiny seed ends up turning into a big huge flower. And it is just so cute. We loved this book. Actually, my kids asked me to read this multiple times. So the next one is Up in the Garden, Down in the Dirt. And this is a really cute book. So this book is so pretty and beautiful. It just pretty much talks about like what's going on above the ground as well as below the ground. Just the child and the grandma coming in, in the first signs of spring after the snow is melting, and then seeing all the work they have to do and what they have to do to the ground, and then talking about like all the things that are in the ground and helping like decompose all the different types of bugs underground. This is just really pretty book, beautiful, beautiful book. And my kids really liked it. I really liked it. So yeah, that was just a little bit of that one. This next one, you guys, this next one is called The Curious Garden. I think I found, I don't remember if I looked this one up. I'm pretty sure this was on the Your Tales book list and like book basket list, and this book is so cute. This is pretty much about this little boy who ends up starting a little tiny garden on the top of a building in this really like worn down looking town that has like no color to it. It's like a very dull, ugly town, and he goes up to this roof and he sees like, you know, just a little bit of plants, and he ends up tending to those plants, and then they grow and grow and grow and grow, and then the whole town ends up turning green. But it also shows like the seasons too. So this is a great book for not only just showing growth, but also seasons as well. And I really like that some of the pages in here are just pages of just pictures and no words. So there are a couple of those which I really enjoyed and my kids really enjoyed just looking at. But this is a really sweet book, you guys. We really liked this one. This next book is On Meadowview Street, and this one I actually got because of the Me on the Map book or curriculum, Me on the Map curriculum. And this one is just about like a little girl who's moving into a new home, and the grass is kind of overgrown, and she ends up seeing this flower, and her dad's mowing the lawn, and she's like, you can't mow this flower. So he lets her have it, and she puts up like a little fence with like string and like stakes and stuff. And then she ends up expanding it because she sees more flowers sprouting up. And then it turns to the point where the whole yard is pretty much like weeded, like weeds and flowers. But it also talks about her building homes for birds and just how they made their yard a beautiful place for not only for them to have a home, but other things as well, like bugs and birds and things, because they end up building a little pond too in their front yard. But it is really cute, and we really enjoyed this. Then I have here a Gail Gibbons book, which shouldn't come to you as a surprise. And this one is called From Seed to Plant, and this one is really cool. It's just pretty much the life cycle of seed to plant. So I like this one a lot. I love, like I always say, I love Gail Gibbons books because the pictures are always gorgeous, and there's always so much information. Like they have information on, you know, the different parts of the flower, and you know, how flowers produce and the seeds go off, and how the seeds are carried differently, some through the air, some through, you know, through animals and stuff like that. So this is just a really nice book about, you know, from seeds to plants. Next one is also by Gail Gibbons, and this one is Tell Me Tree. So this one is really good. We've actually only gone through like half of this book so far, but it is super informative, obviously about trees. So it talks about what, you know, just the different parts of the tree between limbs and branches and bark. It talks about different types of trees. It talks about, you know, the seeds. It talks about the inside of a tree and how to tell how old a tree is. And then it starts talking about the roots, the leaves. I mean, you guys, this book is so full of great information about trees. It is beautiful. So this is another great book by Gail Gibbons. Okay, so now moving on, I have a couple more books to share with you, and these ones are all pretty much about worms, except for this first one. I guess I'll share this one with you guys. This I was actually really glad to find. So pretty much what I did is I typed in worms in the search bar, and then I just clicked on a ton of books. Now, there were a couple chapter books that I ended up just taking back because I knew we weren't going to end up having time to read them, because I had so many other books that we were reading through, because we just read so many books all day long, all week. And I'm like, there's just not enough time in the day to read all of the books, so I have to pick and choose. And I really like to read picture books to my kids because it keeps their attention, and we just love picture books. I feel like, you know, kids just can't grow old of picture books. Even my son, my oldest, will come and sit and listen to a picture book because I love picture books, okay? I like to read them to my kids because I like to look at the pictures. So this first one is actually a gem, and I can't believe I found this at the library, you guys. So this one is called Would a Worm Go on a Walk? So I'm thinking this is just a story about a worm, right? No, this book is so cute. So it just goes through all the different animals, okay, and just says these cute little things, and it's in a rhyming form, which I love. And then you get to the end of this book, and it talks about that these animals don't do this stuff because God created them and formed them on purpose, and how God planned their every detail, and how he planned and every detail for you as well. So this book is so cute. And then at the end, it has the scripture, Genesis 1:31. God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. You guys, I'm going to find this book and buy it because I was just like, oh my gosh, I love this. So it's pretty much just like, you know, God created us how we were meant to be created. It is so good. I love this. And he created the animals how they were meant to be created. Like, he created us and the animals, and he created us for a plan and a purpose, and we all function differently and do different things because he created us to be like that. So I absolutely loved this book, and I was so excited to start. When I read this, when I opened this book up, I literally thought I was going to read a story about a worm, and it just surprised me, and I almost stopped because I was like, oh, this is not about a worm. And then I just felt to keep going, and then at the end I was like, oh, I'm so glad I read this whole thing because what a great book this is. So this was a gem to find, especially at the library. Okay, so this next one is called The Worm Family Has a Picture Taken. And this is just super cute. And it is just about this story about this little worm family. And the little worm girl goes and she's like telling all her friends how she's getting her picture taken, her family's picture taken. And then each of her friends end up telling her about a time when they had their pictures taken and how each of them had something different and unique about them. And then she was starting to feel bad at the end because she was like, well, me and my family don't have anything like that. Like, we don't have nice hair or, you know, big teeth, like big, nice, smiley teeth. And they end up coming dressed all silly to the picture. And then the photographer's like, I'm sorry, but I was waiting for a worm family. And then they end up taking all the stuff off, and he's like, oh, you are the worm family. And he takes their picture, and it's just a cute story about another cute story about like uniqueness, okay, and being unique. So we really liked that one. I also picked up this book, which we haven't read this one yet, so I don't know, but this one is just called The Worm Family. So I'm not really sure how this one is going to be, but it looks all right. The worms love being wormy. They're squiggly, they're skinny, and they're very, very long. And they sing loud worm songs. There's nothing like their glossy, bossy neighbors, and the neighbors don't like that one bit. What to do? The worms could move away again, or they could dig in and show the world the glory of worm. In a tale, both worm and quirly, a family of merry down-to-earth worms, prove Sorry, you guys. I literally think things like that are just so funny. Sorry. Prove that being different is a glorious thing. So another book about being different. So I'm going to have to read this one because it sounds good, but we haven't read it yet. So anyway, the next ones are, okay, so this other one I haven't read yet is called The Yucky Worms, but this one looks really good as well. And it says, who would want to be friends with a wiggly, slimy, yucky worm? You can't even tell which end is which. But there's more to these lowly creatures that meets the eye. Find out where worms live, how they move, and why gardens consider them friends. In this humorous and informative look at the unappreciated and fascinating worm. So this one, when I was flipping through it, it did look like it was gonna be filled with tons of information, and these pictures are absolutely gorgeous. So this next one is called Diary of a Worm. You guys, my kids love this one so much. They laugh hysterically at it, and it is just so cute and funny. It's just this cute little book about this worm who like documents his life, and it's just funny, and my kids love this. They have me read this to them many times. And then there's also this other one here, which is also a diary of the worm, and this one is called Gnat, the Gnat. And this is just about how he's in school, and how the little worm is in school, and that they catch a gnat and as like a class pet, and he's supposed to take care of it, and then he thinks he loses the gnat, so he tries to catch another gnat, and then he catches another gnat, and all this stuff. So anyways, this was a really cute story. My kids liked it. So the last book is called Winnie Thin Farm Wormer, and this book is really cute. It's just about this little girl, and so every year the country fair comes to town, and she sees all of these people winning all these prizes, and she really wants to win a prize because she really wants to have a new wagon. She loves worms, and she was like, I wonder if I could win a prize for worms, and 3 people told her, no, you can't. And she ends up helping all 3 of those people win a prize, and then she ends up being able to, I think they share their prize money with her so that she can buy a new wagon or something like that. But it is a really cool story because she uses the worms to help each one of those people win the prize using her worms. So it is really cool, and we really like this book a lot. So those are all the library books that I wanted to share with you guys today. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, guys, have a blessed day.